Okay, a minute ago I ran out of space on my phone. That's never happened to you, I'm sure, but happens to me all the time. So I'd already did the this part on the other tag and didn't get it videoed, so I thought, well, I've got one more tag. I'll go ahead and do this part on the tag and let you see it. I did figure out that some of this paint is flaking a little bit and it's making bumps. So I'm going to smooth this down really well so there's no air bubbles in it. That way it sticks and we get a good, all right, there we go. Maybe I'm rubbing too hard. There we go. Yeah, there we go. We want to get all the air bubbles out and make sure that it's sticking well to our wood, which I'm having a little trouble right there. So I'm going to just pick it up and slide it a little bit. Turn it this way maybe. I'm not sure what the cause of that is, but we'll just move it over here. I may not have that clean enough from earlier. Something else on the bottom of my transfer, a piece of fur from the towel. All right, there we go. We're going to try this again. Okay, we've got mixed up brown here, and I'm going to just get it out of my little thing, and we're going to squeegee it on at the top. Because I've not done this very much, this is the first time I've done something like this, you're seeing all of my little, I call them boo-boos, or little moments that are not as perfect as it will be the more practice I get. Doesn't make it impossible. It's really not that hard. It's just me figuring out what I should be doing. And I'm scraping up the paint. So now I've covered all but a little bit of my spots here. Got them covered. Making sure every little hole is covered in. And I'm scraping off the excess. Okay, and I can put it back in there. So now let's peel this up and see what we have. And I'm going to peel it like this so I don't stretch my transfer. There we go. And I have the top part done, so I'm going to turn it over. And I'm going to move to another place because I found out earlier, last time I did this on the other one, that I had a little problem. I'm going to lay my snowman transfer in here just so I can see how far up I need to be sure my plaid is. I'm going to smooth it down again, and I'm just going to use my hand this time because I've got the squeegee. There's something right here. Oh, that's the wood itself. All right. Oh, here we go. There we go. I'll just make sure it's tight. Doesn't look even right there, so I'm going to fix that. Now then. Now it looks even. Yeah, you can kind of tell whether it was even or not across that bottom. Okay, now we got that done. I'm going to go back over and get some more of my paint I mixed up. And I mixed up brown and white because I did not have any tan. And it was really easy to do. You just mix your colors together. And away we go. And we're going to kind of spread it out on here. Some of it's kind of getting dry a little bit in this pan because I made it up a little earlier. Learning to do these on video probably is going to be a bigger challenge than I thought about it being, because one, I've got to be sure I've got enough paint mix, but two, you get to see when I make a mistake. And guess what? I would bet that every single person that does anything makes mistakes. So I guess you're just getting to see me do it kind of as a real human. So, all right, we're going to get this on here. See, we've just about got it covered. I'm going to scrape off the excess so you can see me do that. It looks like a little edge right there. It needs a little more in that little corner. All right. Waste not, want not. So we'll get that cleaned up, and now we're going to pull off There we go. All right, we got both ends. I'm going to stop for a second, go throw this transfer in some water to get it clean because I don't want the chalk paste to dry in the little holes, and I'll start again in just a minute. All right, we're back. I've got my transfer washed. I'm going to show it to you. It's just kind of laying over here. I don't know if you can see it on a towel down there to dry. It is sticky again once I've washed it. Because it's so big, it's hard for me to show you how to wash it. So I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do another video on how to clean up your transfers and put that up for you. Okay, let's get started. Now I have two tags because earlier you didn't get to see the tag that I finished because I ran out of space. And then I have this one. So I'm gonna work with the one that we saw a few minutes ago. We've got our There's No Place Like Home Snowman. If you know me very well, you know I'm a snowman fanatic. We're gonna work with red. It is called Candy Apple Red. We're going to use our black velvet, and we're going to use our orange peel for the nose. All right, so we're gonna peel it off again. You wanna keep up with it, the shiny side. I should have wrote on the back, but since I only have one out, we're in good shape. I'm gonna lay it on here because it's super, super sticky, and I want to kind of take out some of that stickiness. I'm gonna peel it off this towel. And this towel, for some reason, I should have went and got another towel because now I've got lint from the towel on the back here that I'd forgot about from a minute ago, which is going to make little knots. But I'm looking just to be sure it's not in the areas that really are going to affect the stickiness, and I think we're going to be okay. All right, so I'm going to take the transfer at the top here, and I'm going to line it up where I want it to be. Get my fingers off of it. We're just going to eyeball it a little bit here. Okay, and we're going to smooth it out just like we did the other ones. You can see those spots where there's something on my towel. I'm going to get a new towel. Chalk Couture makes a fuzzy towel. I need to order one. I didn't order one when I started. I got my kit. I was so excited. To be honest with you, I wanted to spend every dime I had buying transfers or surfaces. I didn't really just go buy all the toys. Although I did get some of the most important toys, as they call it, or tools. This little tool right here allows you to stir up on the bottom, and this allows you to do a small area. So I'm going to show you how that works on the nose. Then we have a couple of small squeegees out here, a medium size, and then the big one is out here, but I don't think we need it on this. Okay, I feel something right there, bubbly. It is not sticking because there was something else on my wood. So we're going to do that again. And I'm just feeling to be sure that all the areas that should be stuck down are stuck down good, that there's no lint underneath there. And we're going to start with the nose and this. Actually, I think we're going to start with his scarf. I had to think about what to call that. All right, so this is the red candy apple, and we're just going to do this particular, gosh, I can't talk, particular section right here like this of his scarf. If you wanted to, you could do the scarf in 2 colors, 3 colors. I'm just going to do it on this one in red because I'm a very traditional snowman lover, and so I want my traditional red snowman scarf. And so we're about done with the red. I'm going to scrape it up. I want to be sure that we've taken all the excess off. There's no use in wasting. And I was raised waste not, want not. And unfortunately, I'm really good at that theory when it comes to arts and crafts. I believe we should reuse and remake and don't waste anything. Probably not super important, but for some reason it is to me. All right, now I'm just going to lay this other one over here out of the way. We'll just lay it right there with the red on it. I normally have a pan of water, but I don't have one laying up here for fear I'd spill it. All right, so now we've got that part. Let's go ahead and do his nose with the orange and get that little area out of the way. So this is the little flat end of this tool, and we're just going to get a little paste here. It looks like I need to kind of stir the orange up a little bit. I'm going to do that and wipe off the excess, but I'm just going to get a little on my tool here, and I'm just going to scrape and paint his nose. Look at that. How easy it is to cover in that little small area. And I want to be real careful and not fill in that S with the orange. We're going to, or some of the other letters. Okay, I'm going to wipe off the excess here and just make sure that I've got the carrot good, which I do. Wipe that off. Now I do have a glass over here. I can set that little tool in and clean it up real fast. All right, so now we're ready to put on the rest of the story. Now, I thought about maybe doing his arms in the brown since I have it here. I don't have any more of this tan color mixed up directly. So I was trying to decide if I wanted to do the brown or just do him all in black. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and do everything but that part. I'll think about it while we're doing it, and then when I get to the end, if I'm just like, oh man, I just really want that tan, we'll mix some up. We'll stop the video, I'll get something and we'll mix it up. All right, so let me get the black, and we're gonna get his hat covered. I'm gonna start up here on the edge and just drag down on his hat. Yeah, look at that. And we're gonna go ahead, the words are gonna be black, so we don't have to be super careful because we're not on that part, because we're just doing his hat, and then we're gonna, now I want to be careful and not go over the top of my carrot with black. I don't want to, I'm not ready to do a fade on the carrot. We're going to do those. I'm going to be just a little careful here with how far down I come. I want to be sure I get all of those letters right there, but not swap into my carrot. All right. And I'm going to do kind of that. I found that if I drag this straight down, it covers better, and I can get the excess up. So I'm kind of holding it up on its edge. And my black, be a little careful right here so I don't get inside the carrot. Make sure I get my letters though. All right, we're gonna walk through the snow here. And snow with black, yeah, that's kind of crazy, isn't it? Okay. All right. Okay, now we're going to go down here to No Place Like Home. Probably need to get a little more on here, and this would go a little faster. So I'm kind of curious, is this your first visit to Chalk Couture? Have you seen it before? If you'd let me know in the comments so I can be sure and say hello. Is this the first time you've ever seen, even know me? I mean, is this your first time that you've met Jenny B, or are you a Jenny B friend from other places? I'm not super popular in the world, but you know, I have other friends too from other places. Chalk Couture is really fun. I kind of picked this up because I was looking for something fun to do, somewhere to spend some time doing art. I, believe in my heart that art has probably kept me sane over the years. It's probably kept a lot of people sane, but I believe it's a place our soul needs feeding. Okay, so we've got it all on here. We have to make a decision now. Are our tree limbs going to be black or brown? for the sake of time, I'm just going to go ahead and make them black. We'll see how they turn out. He just got himself into some charcoal wood, you know. So, all right, there's that arm. And we're going to go ahead and scrape this one down and fill it in. All right. Okay. All right. As you can see, it's started drying on there. It's getting pretty dry in those areas, but we've got everything. It looks like we've got it all covered. I'm just kind of making a double check so that if there's any areas that we didn't get any, I can get it filled in. Because this is chalk, it's got areas that, you know, doesn't even look like it's supposed to have as well. So sometimes you just kind of look at it to tell. All right, I'm gonna put the lid on there. I'm gonna put this black one over here in my cup of water just to get from laying it on the table, and we're gonna peel it up and see what we have. There we go. I think that looks really cool. Now you've noticed the little white spots in there. That's because the transfer actually had little white spots. All right, I'm gonna wash this transfer. I'm gonna put this up here where you can see it kind of close up. If you're interested in doing this transfer, or if you wanna know more about how Chalk Couture can be in your house, or how you can join us for a workshop, comment below. And I will make another video soon.